In a small village, there lived a young boy named Ryan who couldn't control his sharp tongue. One day, he made a hurtful comment about his neighbor's cooking, not realizing how much effort she had put into it. The wind, carrying his words, spread them throughout the village. Ashamed, Ryan learned the lesson of thinking before speaking. He apologized to his neighbor, and from then on, his words were always kind and thoughtful. The villagers learned to listen to the power of words and the whispering wind.
Once upon a time, in a humble village, there was a boy named Jake. He had a voracious appetite for toys and possessions, always wanting more. Concerned about Jake's growing greed, his father devised a plan. He took Jake to visit a nearby village devastated by poverty. Witnessing the hardships of others, Jake's perspective shifted. His father taught him that true happiness lies in appreciating what one has and sharing with those in need. From that day on, Jake cherished every little thing in his life and found joy in giving.
Once upon a time, there was a man named Mark who had a reputation for being irresponsible. He would often neglect his duties and disregard the consequences of his actions. However, one day, Mark experienced a life-changing event that made him realize the importance of responsibility. He witnessed the negative impact his irresponsibility had on his loved ones and himself. Overwhelmed with guilt, Mark made a conscious decision to alter his ways. He understood that being responsible meant taking ownership of his actions and considering the well-being of others. With determination and perseverance, Mark transformed into a responsible individual, earning the respect and admiration of those around him.
In a small town north of New Orleans, an African-American guy named Jamal faced unfair treatment from a Caucasian guy named Brian due to his skin color. Instead of reacting with anger, Jamal approached Brian with kindness. He shared stories of his own experiences and educated Brian about the harmful effects of discrimination. Over time, Brian realized his mistake and regretted his actions. Inspired by Jamal's resilience and compassion, Brian actively worked to change his mindset. Together, they became advocates for equality, proving that understanding and education can bridge divides and foster a more inclusive society.
Once upon a time, in a bustling schoolyard, a little girl named Emily found herself all alone during recess. She watched as groups of friends played and laughed together, feeling a pang of loneliness. Just then, a boy named Ethan noticed her solitude and approached with a friendly smile.
"Want to play?"
he asked. A spark of happiness ignited in Emily's heart as they ran, swung, and shared stories. Through their joyful play, Emily learned a valuable lesson. Even when you feel alone, someone will always appreciate your presence and cherish the opportunity to create lasting memories together. Like and subscribe for more content like this.
In a vibrant neighborhood, there lived a boy named Alex who spoke differently from the other kids. His words were laced with a unique cadence that often drew puzzled looks and whispers around him. One day, as Alex sat alone on a bench, a kind-hearted girl named Lily approached him. With a smile, she said,
"Your voice is special and it deserves to be heard."
Lily's words touched Alex's heart, and a friendship blossomed. Through their friendship, they taught their peers a valuable lesson. Differences should be celebrated, not ridiculed. From that day on, the neighborhood was filled with respect and acceptance for one another. Like and subscribe for more content like this.